the street relief for now. And I mean, something like a Tech Mahindra is up almost 3% at a time when the market is absolutely flat. But that's what's going on with, the earnings in the IT space. Let's move on and talk about some macro data that came through. India's December wholesale price index has come in at a 22-month low of 4.9%, pulled down by cheaper veggies, fuel, edible oils, and manufacturing products like metals, steels. But the key question now is, does this sort of bring down the chances of another hike from the RBI in February? So Lata is here with a take on how she sees this. Lata?
Well, it's a fairly steep fall in December. 4.9% compares to street expectations of a 5.57. That was the CNBC-TV18 poll. So good 65, 70 basis points lower than what market was estimating. And for your information, the November CPI was 5.85. So it's a 100 basis point fall in December itself. So therefore, this triggers a feeling that with CPI in December also coming below expectations, the stage is probably set for the Reserve Bank softening. Now, main contributors were actually veggies, though I have, edible oils and textiles and steels, all of them were out down month on month and year ago. Vegetables have a big weight in the WPI and they've fallen very sharply. So it's a 22% fall month on month and about a 35% fall year on year. So that's the biggest contributor. There's minor contribution coming from fuel. Petrol and diesel are also lower. Remember, the taxes, excise duties don't get counted when you do WPI. So that's why that also is contributing to a lower WPI. The only worries, like I told you, metals have also come down on a month-on-month basis. But the worry really is cereals and milk. That has jumped up both month-on-month as well as year-on-year. But since the headline is what factors in, the economists are now veering around to the view that you can't ignore the possibility of the Reserve Bank pausing in February itself. Even those who believe there will be a hike say that this will be the last and the Reserve Bank will give a very clear indication that we are in a fine spot. You don't see it yet reflecting in the bond yields because the bond yields are worrying about the fiscal deficit and the market borrowing that the budget may unleash.
All right, Lata, thanks a lot for taking us through.